This is the 3QP as they really are. Okay, so we've done the motivational part, which is basically a concept in my channel. Now I want to get into the fun part. So we're gonna get to know these guys a little bit. Some of them are single, like the last Pringle. So just holla, and I'ma drop the 0722 numbers. Right. So this is relationship segment. What is the one? Okay, so obviously for you, it's referring to men. So what is the one? I'm just assuming.
Fantasies. Yes.
Men, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. What is the one thing women or men do that makes you just want to shout, no, don't do it?
Wow.
So for you, think about that.
Nag.
Nag.
Again, everyone has their own opinion. I have lived a fairly independent life, and I'd like to keep my way of life. Of course, there's some things you have to compromise if you get into a relationship. But then again, allow me to have my space. Most of the times, and my space is really just hanging out with my guys, and doing what I want to do, going for the rugby game. Most of the times when you're with these guys, there's no mischief happening. We're just getting drunk. and just stories and laughs. So for me, it's the nagging is just what I can have.
Okay.
Yeah. I think for me it would be honesty.
So the lack of honesty.
Yes, lack of honesty. I mean, it's very simple. No, I mean,
okay, I would rather,
like for me, I would rather be mad at you for telling me the truth. Because sometimes it's just a small, like it's a white lie. It's something that honestly, if you told me, we would have gotten over. But because you didn't tell me, now the next time you're actually honest, I'm like,
Question.
It's like, babe, have some water. But is it water? Really? Is it? Are you sure? Yeah. So just, lack of honesty is a big one for me. No, that was just an example. Yes, so lack of honesty.
Okay.
Oh, yeah!
Let's hear from you, Mr. Man. Or do you want to wrap up? We can let's go to our young one here.
Imagine for me, I can't stand a woman who doesn't know how to dress well.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn,
dude.
Damn.
And I don't mean dress well like when you are going out, like day-to-day basis.
Like what? Give me an example of an icon, a style. What you say?
Not style.
Is it simply outfit
Windbroad.
or something catches you? Or
No, you see, the thing is, for me, it's, if we're let's say it's my chick. I just put in an effort the way I put in an effort,
Okay.
We're going somewhere. It doesn't have to be a date or anything. Even if we're going to Tuskies, just look presentable. We might meet my aunt or anyone, and I'm like, hey, this is my mama, and she's like, hey, Ata. But that's for me. That's
Okay.
For me, yeah.
So slay queen, who's looking for a slay king. Know yourself. God.
Yeah. In a lot of ways I'm an introvert. I'm also an extrovert though. But I really like keeping to myself. Probably won't see me out very often. Maybe every now and then. So for me, actually, to what Nash was saying, like nagging. Like if I tell you don't call me, like I really mean don't call me. I'll never say don't call me. No. I'll never.
I can say.
He's so blunt. Don't call me. No.
Yeah, no, but
Don't call me, I'll call you.
Yeah, like I love my space. I love my space. I've been single for a while, a very, very long time. Yeah, same thing is actually saying. Like I'm very much like I want my own time, I want my own space. And I know it's very selfish because it means that I'm only wanting you when I'm ready. So I know that's a negative thing, but I'm very, very big on my space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of yourself.
You can't love anyone if you don't love yourself.
Yes, well, I'll agree with you guys up to a certain point. Because I am not single. Yes, I'm not single. I'm dating someone quite a long time. And it's more of now the things that before I joined this, before
Stada.
I got into this relationship, yes, the nagging bit was a bit. When I was single, nagging is just it's a no-go, and just mama just needs to stop that. If it translates to you kind of me, yeah, and that is something I think I'd like that to be part of our relationship, if at all you're having one. And more so if you're not, I'm not even dating you, and you start nagging me, what the hell is that? Yeah. So, but right now, currently, it's more that I'm in a relationship, it's more of compromises. So I cannot necessarily say that I don't like this about her.
Okay.
Yeah. It's more the things I'm sure she doesn't like, but she's compromised, and she can live with that. Same as I can live with a few things that I may not necessarily like about her. So.
Okay.
Hey, that's really well put, my guy.
Well done, well done.
That's some points there.
He's not going to be in the doghouse after this. Okay, so what is the one thing you think women and men get right?
Sex.
All right. Let's go straight in it. Okay. Do you want to explain yourself?
Oh, you should get it first.
Well, women, my woman.
My everything. Just talk in generic terms. Don't talk about your relationship in generic terms.
In generic terms, yes, men, so long as you get involved with a woman and you get involved for a longer time, not necessarily just one night, definitely, yes, the sex must be good. Yeah, and intellectually as well. There's that. You don't mind fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, just stroke the mind properly. And I think if women can get that right, and you end up being that woman, then I think everything else just falls into place.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. You were gonna say something?
Yeah.
Jump in.
The good women. Let me say the good women. The women who have their heads screwed on right, have foresight.
Okay.
And they are much sharper than we are. Women are much sharper than guys are.
Prophets.
They know, and like the prophets. I really respect and like women who can see the long game, right? So they'll see this guy is rough on the edges, and she has foresight. She knows where this guy is going, and she just needs to tweak a few things. And she won't come and tell you, I want you to change this. She'll sadly put it in, hey, why don't you think we try this? Why don't you think we do this?
Steering.
Yeah, just steering you this way. So the thing for me that gets like a babe who has foresight and a babe who can see where someone is heading, like I can never say anything about such a girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
To piggyback off that, it's interesting. They always say behind every
Behind every man is a successful
Yeah.
woman.
No,
Behind every successful man is a woman.
Strong
She's
woman.
a strong woman. And I think that's true. I think you, even in history, if you look at any leader who's been able to go from the bottom to the top, he always credited women. Wars are started over women. For me, as far for me, what I think women get right is, and it's gonna sound really cheesy, and I'm not trying to get points for saying this.
It's okay. 0722.
No, honestly, I think women have, whether it's the feminine energy or whatever it is, they have a way of seeing things about you and recognizing a strength in you that you may not even know you have, and have a way of driving you to become the best version of yourself. Because if it's the wrong woman, it can be the worst version.
You Jamaica proper.
Yeah, Maya. So that's what I think women get right. I think women have the ability to see you as you are and see beyond what you can be, and it's very perfect.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I'm gonna go with what Ngus said at some point. Forget the sex part. There's that part.
You
where
don't
he
want
said-
sex.
I didn't want, but there's that thing you
Kinyonga,
said about.
Chief Nyongis.
There's that thing you said about, mama cheza in your kitchen, There's
Which one?
Which one? That's the exact same thing I was going to say. Oh my.
about, there's that right mind fuck, if I may say. There's that right mind fuck that you even calling your boys like, hey, you guys, there's this mama in Jana, what she told me, then she just bounced. She just bounced. Then you're left there thinking, but she knows what she's doing. So that's one thing they do right. And trust me, I've put it like a couple, 3, 4. I'm left wondering what's going on.
Wait, so for Katia, you are talking about where she challenges your mind.
No,
Even that's a challenge.
Okay, maybe I've been out of the game.
You're in a different game. You're in a different lane.
Yeah.
We're in the single one. Hey.
It's green on this side.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
I think just to agree with sort of more or less what everyone said, I think the correct.
Are you saying it from a woman?
Yeah, a woman's point of view, like
Okay.
but it's sort of like with the whole thing with your mind, it goes both ways. I think a term I'd use is sapiosexual, but yes, people can look it up. Now, for me, I think one of
I know, yeah.
I think
Phone.
one of the things that certain men do right, or a man who has found someone who he is actually really into, is treat her like you want to be with her. Like sometimes you feel like you look at a relationship and it's like the guy's been forced to be there. And no one forced you. Like, but then no one forced you. You could have said no. You could have decided I don't want to pursue.
Pull out game strong.
But when you find a man who either likes or loves or has a lot of affection for his partner, that it's normally such a beautiful thing. You watch them and you're like, hey, TV, but I honestly that's I think one of the
Basically,
things
someone
for
who
me.
professes his woman.
Yes.
And has no shame about it.
Yes.
So, when is the right time to have the conversation of where's this going?
Ask the one who's been there. You guys have been there. Ask the one who's been there.
Well, there's no timeline. There's no, I can't cap it, like tell you after 2 months of knowing each other or anything of the sort. I think it's when all your mindset is there, when you feel ready, and when she feels ready. It can come from either. It can come from her, it can come from you. Because I know this, as Nash we've always said. The mama already knew the first time you guys met, she can go this way with you. You can head to a relationship, or this can be just strokes.
Friends with benefits.
And that's just done. So, chances are, most of the times, it actually happens. The question comes from the mama, but it can also come from you. So there's no specific timeline. I'd say it's just whenever you're ready, go ahead. Nothing's stopping you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to say anything?
I think
Wait, no, actually, I think I agree, but it's also I think it's also about the vibe, sort of, in the sense that you might not have been ready, or you thought you weren't ready, and you've been taking time to work on yourself because you're like, look, if I get into something now, it's definitely going to end up in disaster because of this or this or this, and then you meet someone and you get them and they get you, and I think that has a lot to do with things, because I might meet Narua today and we talk, and I'm not seeing where it's going.
Hey, two sexy
No,
voices
no,
together. Oh,
no, but
Lord.
seriously, like we,
Lordy Lord.
like we end up talking, and maybe he's a really nice guy, but where he's going and where I'm
Maybe.
going,
Sorry.
it's a hypothetical situation.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so like where maybe where he's going and where I'm going are two totally different places,
Yeah.
and maybe his idea of a relationship and my idea of a relationship are maybe he's polygamous and I'm not about that life. But yeah, so I think it's also the vibe and whether you two sort of click, because I think that's very important. People say opposites attract, but sometimes you really do need to be thinking the same things. Yeah.
Finish this sentence for me. So for you, obviously it's a man. A woman is most sexiest when?
Hey, Lush.
She's naked.
High five. Oh, Lord.
a woman is most sexiest when she's upfront. I think I've said it somewhere else that the thing attracts me the most, that I find sexist about women, is when they decide to call shots. And it's just small things. You just come and whisper something, come and tell me, hey, boss, let's go do it. You know, whatever. Just taking, for lack of a better word, taking charge. So, yeah, a woman is more sexist when she takes, for me, she takes charge.
Okay.
Oh, I go.
Yeah. Comments ready. Unless you're the redeem yourself.
I think a woman is sexist when she's confident. Yeah, when she carries herself knowing what she's worth, and she has no apologies to anyone. Yeah, she's doing her. I think I really find that sexy.
Okay. Maybe Koome, you can redeem yourself.
I imagine a woman is sexist when she's funny.
Funny.
For me, when a mama is
Oh,
funny,
he's redeemed himself
like
from
funny,
sex
funny.
to when she's wow, that's a good one.
Yeah, when she's naked and funny is also can also go. But yeah, for me when she's
Cracking
funny,
jokes on your neck.
yeah, when she's funny, but Malisa's.
For you, a woman is most sexiest when?
I've really thought about this. For me, I mean, there's a thin line between knowing when to compromise, knowing when to take control. For me, it's when she understands when I need to take control. I'm not saying I'm like the alpha male of everything, but I have a very let me take over when it's time to take over.
Balance.
Yeah, balance. I know Nash said the opposite, and I know for him that's part of what works for him, what works for everyone else. For me, it's that thin line of let him lead. That sounds social anistic.
No,
No,
but then let me.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like
There are many
someone,
men.
there's some women in public, they will try and belittle you
Yeah.
or make you feel like someone who just let you be the man
Yes.
in the relationship.
Yes.
And that's probably, I come from a traditional perspective, and I'm sure there'll be women for women
Yeah.
who are probably shouting at the screens right now. But I get where you're coming
Yeah.
from.
I mean, just to correct, maybe I think Wanjohi was misunderstanding me. I think every guy wants a chick who, and I think even chicks want that. They want a guy who can take control when that needs to happen. But what I was saying is that when the chick plays the opposite,
Trading places.
because most of the times she expects that the guy is the one who's going to. I mean, if you want sex, it's the guy who's going to be asking for sex. If you
Yes.
want what, it's the guy who's going to be doing that.
They want to pay for
The mama
dates.
just starts it off.
You want sometimes for her to start it off, and it somehow marries what Ngus was saying in terms of a chick being confident in herself or being confident. She has a lot of confidence. So that's where I was coming from. But I mean, on Joy's point, I think every guy wants like a chick who knows.
No, but I also know what you're saying. Like sometimes saying, babe, all right, get ready, I'm taking you out.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
For me, a man is most sexy when he allows himself, like, when you get there, allows himself to be vulnerable in front of you.
Hey.
When he gets to the point where he realizes that being in touch with his emotions and showing you that is not a weakness, that is when he is most sexy.
Damn, girl. The last question, who is your Kenyan celebrity crush?
Oh.
Obviously here, celebrities are politicians as well.
Oh, these questions. Hey, that's a good one, though.
Yeah, I'm making you guys think.
This isn't fair.
Okay, I can talk about mine first.
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all know mine. Say it like a choir.
Biko.
But I thought you
Well, I just discovered Wilson.
Okay, yeah.
You guys-
You've been discovering a lot.
Hey, like Discovery Channel. And it's about Hey, well, we were not going to discuss that on Saturday. But mine's Biko.
You start.
Why have you pointed at me? It's my own day, and I don't even.
Hey,
that
those
mama.
hips don't lie.
All right.
My own day.
Me Kami pose. I'm still thinking.
Yo, I won't even lie. Like, I'm not really into celebrities, so I don't even know. Like, I can't tell you.
Can you
I have
I know it's
Kenyan
just a
celebrities. I have no
No, it can be. I said to you, like in Kenya, there's celebrities are not necessarily singers; they're more politicians. So it can be a politician.
Politician.
This girl's stupid.
You don't understand, guys.
Just say
Yeah,
no, shame in your game. Women, you know you wait.
I don't even know my women's rap. Mine would be, I think I'd go with Sana Petande simply because of her voice.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
her voice.
my guy, there you
Her
shake
voice
Okay,
goes-
serenade you.
Cool, like some good
Hey.
points. Serenading.
Hey.
there you shake it.
This mama is singing to me.
Hey, boss,
The
by the way.
music's like,
sorry, no,
where's the
no,
men?
no,
Are you trying to say
That's
Kenyan
not Coco.
celebrities men are not?
I have thought, and I'm just thinking how Kenya is so small right now. And I can't, oh my god,
There's nothing.
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is a tough one.
Yeah, am I the one who knows prepared for that question?
Yeah, but yeah, you get your prepared.
Yeah, but you have a million people to choose from.
What are you trying to say?
I'm sorry.
I mean, I can name quite a few, but I'm not going
Yeah,
to.
there's octopus.
Please do help.
No, because I don't know your taste.
True.
The one who was raw. Just
But then you see, the one person I know is not really a celebrity.
What
per
does he
se. He's a one person. Okay, both of them actually are politicians' sons. One I went to school with, and
So
one
that's-
who's
that's
way
the
too young
father.
for me.
Hey, go on, say
So the first one is Stephen Orengo. I hope he.
Hey, Mr. Smell Good.
Yes.
No, but
Hey.
you know,
Hey.
no, as in, like, you know, it was. I mean, I didn't even bother
Alright,
telling
alright.
him. But those guys, you look.
0722, I'll
No,
give you
no,
a
no.
number.
Those guys, you look at it, you're like, yes. Next one, way too young. I don't even know his name. What's Kenyatta's
Yeah, I knew.
with the dreads and.
Not Mohocha.
Okay, maybe you see, I even have it wrong.
No,
With the dreads.
No.
Yes.
Who doesn't have a son?
He doesn't.
He doesn't have a
Oh
son.
my gosh, no, it's not Kenyatta's son. My bad. Let's stick with Steve Orengo. Let's stick with Steve Orengo.
Okay. Figure
This
out.
one I'll send you on Instagram.
Don't worry, I've got Mr. Smell Good's
Kiss or
number.
shoot.
This is answer is really confused.
Must even me. That's why I
So,
think I'd actually
Sana and Mayonde.
Sana.
Yeah, Sana.
Sana any day. As in like Sana.
Are you sure? Are you sure? You know you want to say some Vasaris. It's fine. We don't judge you.
Even my guru is just
Yeah.
challenging him. She has water.
I'd go with personally. I think I'd go with this. I'd go with Sana
Okay.
because forget about her voice. Like Sana oozes like sensuality
Okay.
and on another level. So yeah, confidence. She has
Calm man,
Yes.
huh?
So. Maluma Pete. What was that so called?
It is.
Yes. Yeah. So I'd go with.
You have that
Sana.
video on replay.
Because
Are you
of
going to go the same?
Flip a coin, whomever. I don't.
Either.
Yeah.
Either. Okay. All right then. Well, we're going to do another second video, and this one's a challenge with the guys. So yeah, stay tuned.